Gamers hate AI so much, it's leading some indie devs to reconsider collaborating with studios that use it for game development. It seems humanity still has some time left. In this week's 100% human-made Inside Games Roundup.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves too far. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of humanity in this show, but we have, unfortunately, some more harrowing headlines to share. Like MSI's next PC gaming handheld running almost $2,000. We got a fledgling studio that's getting shut down before they have a chance to soar, and unfortunately, we lost a beloved games composer this week.
Buck up, gamers, because it's time for another dose of gaming news with the one man who's about as far away from AI as it gets. Brian Garr. I don't think he's ever even used a computer.
No, I'm actually recording this on an 8-track, so that explains the quality gap. But yeah, let's talk first about plans for a Vampire Survivors crossover with Fortnite. They may be on hold after developer Ponkel said it's reviewing the collaboration following Epic Games' latest comments about its use of generative AI. The indie studio posted on Reddit saying it was reconsidering the crossover after Epic detailed how it uses generative AI to help create game assets, including Fortnite characters. No, they all look so normal and natural.
Hey, who else could come up with Banana Man? Punkle wrote, pretty straightforward here, quote, following today's news about Gen AI usage by Epic to create all sorts of game assets, including Fortnite characters, we're currently reviewing our collaboration with Fortnite.
Epic recently shared a video showing how its developers use generative AI during Fortnite's concept art phase. According to the company, AI can turn hand-drawn sketches into more detailed designs, create alternate versions of artwork, such as changing a daytime scene into nighttime, and speed up early creative work.
Yeah, the company also doubled down on its AI ambition during its State of Unreal presentation, where it previewed Unreal Engine 6.
In a blog post, Unreal Engine development lead Marcus Wasmer said, quote, for UE6, we see LLMs, generative AI models, and tools like Claude and Codex playing a central role in helping you build content faster while maintaining the creative control you need.
I'm not sure about any of that. Fortnite has already featured AI-powered content publicly, including the interactive Darth Vader character that could speak to players using the voice of James Earl Jones and make it so that Darth Vader could say slurs. That was great.
Luke, AI fucking sucks. But yeah, Epic isn't the only major gaming company leading further into AI. They kind of all are. In its latest annual report, though, Sony added new language to its official PlayStation business strategy, stating that it is, quote, utilizing AI to unleash the creativity of studios and further enhance the PlayStation experience.
More machine now than publisher. Twisted and evil. More bad news. I hate this part. Yeah, the company also removed a previous reference to continuing to deploy first-party games to multiple platforms, such as PC, while changing its goal from achieving, quote, sustainable and profitable business growth to simply, quote, sustainable business growth. Well, it's good they're leaning into AI then. Nothing says sustainable like AI.
The use of generative AI remains highly controversial in the games industry. Games Radar recently interviewed more than 30 developers about generative AI and found overwhelming skepticism about its use in game development.
Yeah, devs cited ethical concerns over copyrighted training data, environmental costs, legal risks, and fears that AI could eliminate entry-level jobs, which would make it harder to train the next generation of developers.
Just simply prompt like a madman on your own for 10 years until you have a portfolio full of slop. That'll get you hired, right? Yeah, lots of developers also argue that generative AI simply isn't good enough for creative work, saying that it produces mediocre results, it struggles to capture artistic intent, and it often takes more effort to fix assets than creating them from scratch.
I mean, that's all correct. New Blood Interactive CEO Dave Oshry said, quote, we were fine for decades without it. We don't need it now. And called the technology garbage. And Dave is correct. It is absolutely garbage.
Good old Dave, always hip firing.
Yep.
He threw a wrench at me at Summer Game Fest.
Oh, really?
It's cute though. It's a little foam wrench.
Oh, it's a little foam wrench. That's adorable.
It's a weapon in Tenebrous Somnia, so now you can like whack people with it.
All right, moving on. Buying a high-end gaming handheld is about to get more expensive, like more expensive than you think it will. MSI has revealed that its new Claw 8 EX AI Plus will cost $1,800, and that is roughly more than a PS5, a Series X, and a Switch 2 combined.
Speaking to Fervor, MSI product marketing lead Andy Chu said the company had done everything it could to keep costs down by working with suppliers on memory and storage pricing. Chu said, quote, "All I can say is we've tried every approach to get the memory and storage at a lower cost. But unfortunately, I think the result is what you see right here. So I would say, yes, it will be a tough year for us and for the gamer."
Oh man, we are the gamer. Dang it. No, hardware-wise, the handheld has an Intel Arc G3 Extreme CPU, Intel Arc B390 graphics, 32 gigs of LPDDR5X memory, and an 8-inch IPS touchscreen, and a 1 terabyte SSD. Each one of those things running you somewhere in the neighborhood of like $1,500. And they've crammed it all into this thing, somehow made it $1,800. I guess good for them.
Chu added that while the claw's price is steep, he believes buyers are now looking more closely at performance as handheld prices continue to climb, and he is wrong.
Yeah, he warned that prices may not have peaked even yet, saying, quote, "I would say there's much room for another price hike, at least from my own observation." I would tend to agree. It's nobody wants to say this in the middle of rising prices, but there's still a class of consumer that has so much disposable income that the difference between a $1,200 PC handheld and an $800 PC handheld is kind of meaningless. That sucks to hear if you're struggling with money, but I think what's dangerous is there are enthusiasts with a lot of disposable cash that they can still sell to. I don't think that they're happy to be in this position, and I'm sure they would love to lower costs to expand their market appeal if they could. But on that note, I'm going to shout out the Xbox ROG Ally yet again. It's a handheld, it's $600, and that subsidy is going away probably in about a week and a half. They've basically said as much. I expect that to shoot up in price real soon. So if you're in the market for a handheld and you want to pay something that's a third of the cost, please take a look at that. I shout that thing out all the time because I think it is currently the value lead in all PC hardware.
All right, and the future of Gang of Dragon is looking very uncertain these days, to say the least. Nagashi Studio, the developer founded in 2021 by former Yakuza creators Toshihiro Nagoshi and Besayuki Sato, is facing fresh questions after Sato updated his X bio to describe himself as ex-Nagashi Studio Inc.
Uh-oh, that's not good. The studio's first game, Gang of Dragon, has faced mounting uncertainty since reports surfaced in early 2025 that NetEase was scaling back its gaming investments and reducing marketing support for that project.
That's bananas. I don't understand that. After 3 years, there should have been a good demo, which, I don't know, weird. In March, reports claimed NetEase would stop funding Nagoshi Studio in May, while the developer was seeking an additional $44.4 million to finish and release the game. And I'm shocked they weren't able to find that.
Yeah, and while Gang of Dragon got a new trailer at the Game Awards last December, recent months have raised a lot of more questions.
The studio's website went offline last month. Boy, that's really bad. And its offices have been listed as permanently closed on Google. Neither Nagoshi Studio nor NetEase has officially announced a closure. But let me tell you, when the website goes offline, I think that sounds like a closure to me.
All right, and finally, rest in peace to Bobby Prince, the composer behind the iconic soundtracks for Doom and Doom 2. He has died at the age of 81. Prince's family confirmed he passed away on Tuesday.
Over the years, Prince has composed music for just numerous classic games, including Wolfenstein 3D, Rise of the Triad, Commander Keen, and Duke Nukem 3D. He was best known for Doom's heavy metal-inspired soundtrack, which became one of the most recognizable scores in all of gaming.
Absolutely. Just last month, Prince's Doom soundtrack was selected for preservation in the Library of Congress's National Recording Registry, recognizing it as one of the 25 audio recordings deemed worthy of preservation for their cultural, historical, or aesthetic importance.
Doom co-creator John Romero paid tribute on X, saying, "Everyone at Romero Games is deeply saddened to learn of the passing of Bobby Prince. He left an incredible mark on games and on my life."
Yeah, true legend. You can. There are some very intentional homages to Bobby Prince's Doom scores in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Gives me chills every time they pop up. But just a very small and further example of the legacy of Prince's work. So thank you for your service and contribution.
He was an interesting dude. He was like a platoon commander in Vietnam, and like, I think for his age was like musically ahead of his time, being like heavy metal, and I don't know, just like super interesting guy. All right, let's do a 5-second review. All right, I was exposing my kids, as I do, to older games, and they had...
Don't say that sentence. Don't say that sentence ever again. That was a bad
to
sentence.
older games.
That was a really bad sentence, Brian.
Games, yeah. Say that part quickly. Get to the games part as fast as possible.
Jeez.
So we all got little handhelds, and they were it was one of those with a bunch of games on it, and I was like, you got to check out Super Mario Brothers 3. It's like one of the best games ever. And we all played it. It still holds up in my mind. I'm getting the raccoon tail, I think, is one of the like most iconic moments in gaming. All of them felt like it was too hard, and I was like, fuck y'all, go play something else. I'm gonna continue playing Mario 3. Did
you teach them, or did they know the wizard hack? Did they know the wizard hack?
No, the bounce move?
The one that they go behind the block, right? Isn't that the wizard hack from the movie The Wizard?
I think you're right. Now,
remember when Fred Savage does it? Come on, guy. Remember he knew how to do it? He knew how to do the hack, and he did it?
Because he was the wizard, or his little brother was.
I don't remember. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, it was Fred Savage's autistic brother. Apparently, there's like a director's cut of The Wizard that has like another 90 minutes of footage or something. Yeah, I don't know, weird trivia. There was a lot more family drama in that movie that for some reason they chopped out to just focus on the video games. Weird.
Yeah, Winnie Cooper comes in a bikini. It's like, really, I don't know why they cut it out. Yeah.
Transformative moment. And speaking of, we've got another transformative moment for you because Inside Games is, as always, on your side yet again. We got some free games for you this weekend. Epic Games, as usual, is giving away a couple games, Citizen Sleeper and Robo Beat this week. If you like the life sim part of Persona, Citizen Sleeper is really, really good. Cool music, dice mechanics, it's out there and it's awesome.
PlayStation Plus just added some heaters, Final Fantasy 16, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and the quirky PS2 cult classic, Guitar Room Man, that I'm sure Lawrence loves.
Oh yeah, I played it to death. Maybe I gotta dust it off. Maybe I gotta do this like Brian does with his kids. I'll do this with Twitch. I'll just bust out an old game that everyone will ignore, and I'll just keep playing on my own.
All right, let's move on to the upcoming games for this week. First up, Dark Scrolls. This is a fantasy-themed action platformer that fuses shmup style, that's shoot 'em up style chaos, with roguelite progression and is packed with charm, challenge, and secrets. Comes to Switch and PC June 22nd.
Dim Haven, The Lost Source. Boys, are you ready for an adventure? Challenges, exploration, and puzzles in a narrative-driven experience. Pick up your camera, test your wits in this first-person mystery led by the team behind Quern. It comes to PC June 23rd.
Oh, I love Quern. The next game coming out next week is Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. The fan favorite 3D fighting game Dead or Alive 6 is back with stylish moves, striking animations, outrageous jizzle physics. You know what? That we'll let it rock. Yeah, and a cast of colorful characters to go head to head in the fighting game. Oh, okay. Jeez, I slaughtered this one. To go head to head in the fighting game world's most extreme battles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could bounce somebody off a dinosaur in one of the Dead or Alives. Anyway, Dead or Alive 6 Last Round is coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on June 25th.
Not as good as Quern, but we'll do our best.
It's no Quern, is it?
Nothing is. Not next. Kyo, Bunny Tyranny. Control the body of Kyo, a feline ex-predator trapped in a neon-lit dystopian city dominated by smartphone-addicted bunnies. Grab your bow, infiltrate the bunnies' facilities, discover their deepest secrets, and free everyone from their tyrannical grip in this stealthy platform adventure. Comes to Switch and PC on June 25th.
And last but not least, Star Fox. Not a new one, but a remake. Join Fox McCloud and the Star Fox team as you fight to protect the Lilat system from the clutches of the evil scientist Dr. Andros. Take to the skies and stars as you blast your way through enemies in this action-packed adventure. The cinematic take on the Star Fox 64 story features fully voiced dialogue, an epic orchestral soundtrack, and a complete visual overhaul. Comes to the Switch 2 June 25th, my birthday.
Oh, they must have known. Oh, well, thank you very much for watching Inside Games Roundup. You've made Brian's birthday week already. Yep, we have another banner week of legendary games coverage in the books. It's been a good one. We really appreciate it. We've been able to scale up a little recently, and that's because you've been watching. So we really thank you for that. If you enjoyed our show, consider recommending it to a friend. Consider subscribing to the channel. Consider checking out our Patreon. You don't even have to pay for it. We post everything there for free. I put a free meme with every single episode. No repeats. All killer, no filler there. And it's all free, like I said. So if you just feel like scrolling memes for a while, check it out. And on that note, we'd like to shout out some of our Patreon supporters that make such high-quality games journalism possible. Thank you very much, Nez Teb, DJ Kento, and Jacob Croyle for the support. And again, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Play some awesome video games. We'll see you next week on Inside Games.